Today, we're going to do a unique episode of the podcast, and we're going to be discussing trade life, meaning traditional life, or an old school way of doing things, particularly as it relates to marital roles at home for women. And I've invited my friend Jason Scott Montoya, a podcast host and an author, to facilitate this interview. Jason, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Allison. Well, today we're going to talk about Lauren Southern. For those that don't know her, she is an online personality, has quite an interesting story. And Mary Harrington published an article about her story and some of the ways she relates in some unconventional ways on unheard.com. So we'll link to that article for anyone that wants to dive in. Mary Harrington, who embraced a progressive liberal ideology as a young person, she ended up shedding her ideology when she discovered the reality and fulfillment of her being a mother, what that was like, and the family. And some of that has to do with just the realities of being a mother and how that clashes with ideology and our own ways of thinking gets sort of challenged. So while the author came from one extreme, the story of Lauren Southern comes from the other side. So one is far left and one is the far right. Harrington states in her article the following. I'm going to go ahead and read a passage here. Some take more hardline positions that women should never work, for example, that women should always be submissive, or even that women's rights to vote should be repealed.